At some point, you stopped trusting yourself. Slowly, after too many days that didn't go as planned. So you began digging for motivation, searching for a spark to make starting feel easy again. But you already know, motivation won't save you. It visits, it leaves. You're left where you began, only quieter. And that's why this is the hard part. Keeping your direction alive when you no longer trust your own steps. This is where most journeys quietly end. Not in dramatic failure, in slow fading. Life begins to argue constantly. Messages, responsibilities, the quiet hum of fatigue. Days that unravel, nights that leave you wondering where the time went. Slowly, the direction you chose starts to feel less like a path and more like a theory. Not wrong, just distant. This is the moment people don't talk about. You're not quitting, but you're no longer fully showing up either. You still want the same things, you still care, but everything feels heavier than it should. Here's the mistake most people make in this phase. They think direction should feel clear every single day. It won't. Direction is not clarity. It is commitment without certainty. It's choosing to move even when you don't feel connected to the reason anymore. Think of it like a compass in a storm. You won't always see the sun, but the needle still points true. Your job is not to control the weather, but to follow the needle. Most people believe consistency demands strength, energy, discipline, willpower. It doesn't. It demands smart design. You design the path of least resistance by removing choices, removing friction, removing the daily debate about whether you feel like it. Here's what separates direction from a wish. If your commitment changes with your mood, that's not direction. That's a preference. Direction is built for messy days, for tired days, for days when nothing feels meaningful. It doesn't ask for your best self. It asks for your honest self. This is where ambition trips over reality. We decide who we want to become, then demand that person's performance from who we still are. We expect focus when we're exhausted, clarity when we're overwhelmed, momentum when we're discouraged. And when we fall short, we call ourselves inconsistent. We're not. We're overloaded. Direction works when the bar is set so low it cannot intimidate you. So low that not doing it feels stranger than doing it. One small action that aligns with who you said you are. That's it. Not impressive, not visible, but real. Here's what most people don't realize. The goal is not progress. The goal is continuity. Progress is loud, it excites the ego. Continuity quietly protects trust. When continuity breaks, trust erodes. And when trust erodes, you stop believing yourself when you say, "I'll do it tomorrow." That's the real damage. You lose faith in your own word. So how do you protect your direction? You choose non-negotiables that are small. So small they feel almost meaningless, not worthy of praise, not worth explaining, but repeatable. You stop asking, "What should I do today?" You start asking, "What's the one small action that keeps my direction true?" Then you stop thinking, and you do it. Some days it will feel pointless, too small to matter. Good. Those are the days most people skip, and the ones that quietly separate those who drift from those who build a life. And when you miss a day, and you will, do not punish yourself. Do not spiral into guilt. Just return, immediately. No dramatic story, no heavy guilt. Direction doesn't need drama. It only needs resumption. This is how self-trust is forged, not through perfect streaks, but through faithful returns. Every quiet return writes a new story in your nervous system. Even when I stumble, I still belong to myself. That story matters more than any single victory. It changes how you move through life. Over time, something begins to change. Not overnight, not with fanfare, But one morning you'll notice you no longer wait for a better mood. You no longer argue with yourself. You simply move. That's when direction becomes automatic. Not because life got easier, but because you stopped asking life for permission. If you learned why direction matters, this is how you stick with it. Keep the task embarrassingly simple. Take the smallest, honest step you can. Return quickly without drama. This is the system that survives chaos. If this resonated with you or brought a bit more clarity to your path, consider subscribing. Until next time, take gentle care.